An estimated 90% of Americans have a physical health problem that causes them to go see their doctor. These things can be as common as high blood pressure or low back pain or even prediabetes. Lots of people have them. But at the same time, over 70% of Americans aren't exercising, despite the fact that exercise could help fix the problem that drove them to their doctor. In this video, I'll explain how to get a prescription tailored right for your medical problem delivered to you on your computer without ever having to go to your doctor. And it's free. I'll also give you a system to actually do the exercise so you can see some improvements. But first, let's look at someone who has used these ideas to get well. Meet Aaron King, an adventure photographer who was diagnosed with high blood pressure. Instead of taking the medications to lower his blood pressure that were suggested by his doctor, he decided to change his life. A big piece of what he did was to start exercising in ways that worked for his body. Here's what he says.
Cardio had a big help. I could do as simple as 15 minutes of jogging outside or treadmill or whatever, and it would lower my blood pressure. I'd get about a 10 to 15 point dip just by doing that alone. Diet and exercise is something that helps everyone. I simply did tracking to find out where my triggers were. So you just got to make sure you're paying attention to those things.
Aaron didn't end up on medication. He ended up changing his habits. So let's jump to the resource. There are amazing exercise guidelines for 30 different conditions written both in English and Spanish. Lots of people think they have to use a special app to be able to access it. You don't. Some people think they have to go see their doctor and get an actual prescription. Nope. Instead, use the link below to head over to the American College of Sports Medicine. Every guideline has sections tailored to your health condition, including things like research on exercise related to your health condition, how to get started, tips and cautions about what you should do when you're exercising, and recommendations for aerobic, strength training, and other activities that you might want to do. For example, let's check out this guideline for exercise when you're overweight. In addition to the ideas on getting started, I love the mantra on the page. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. That is beautiful. That's something I would print off and put on my bathroom mirror. Maybe you will too. There's a super interesting tip on interval training that could work for almost any fitness level. I also really like their Just for Fun section, where they talk about fun ways to move your body that actually count as exercise. It's not all about just dragging yourself to the gym. So now you have your prescription exercise guidelines. So let's get to the part where I help you with your motivation to actually do the exercise. Our house is the perfect example. We say, we want a clean house. We start walking around rooms and we pick up toys and put away books and clean the kitty box and smear the dust off a shelf or two. After an hour or so of this, we look around and see virtually no improvement. Nothing is even really noticeable. An hour wasted, sucked up into the never-ending clutter and grime of living with 2 kiddos and 2 adolescent cats. Are we going to do this again? No. We've learned that cleaning is hopeless for us. We are an uncleanable mess. But what if a different approach could make all the difference? Instead of our haphazard way of approaching this big clean, what if we picked one specific thing? Like the playroom floor. We all focus on that. The floor is magically transformed in 20 minutes, and we feel like we've stepped into the newest house on the block. Voila! Progress feels awesome. Are we going to do that again? Heck yes! We have another 20-minute session scheduled for tomorrow. So here's the key. Pick a goal and make it concrete. I'm going to do this specific exercise on this specific day at this specific time in this specific place. I'm going for a walk tomorrow at 10 o'clock from our house to the kids' school and back. Put it on the calendar, treat it like an appointment, and there you go. Research says that doing it in this specific way will dramatically increase your chance of actually following through. And I provide a link below so you can have a form to test it out for yourself. So now that you have a prescription for exercise, you're ready to go. But you also might want to know how to find your target heart rate and other great tips for how to exercise well. If that's the case, watch this video. I can't wait to see you there. Bye.